Is it going to work? We're live on YouTube. What's up, chat? It's SaintsxFaith live on YouTube and Twitch. We're doing graphic design today, listening to Monster Cat music. We've been working on this Dodge Daytona for the last little bit. It's supposed to turn into a t-shirt design. Been looking forward to it. Let's go. Let's stay creative. Let's talk about how we can develop structure in graphic design. That's what this stream is about, and I'm glad that you're here. If you're here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take this rectangle. I'm going to eliminate it. We're going to start all over. It's like a rectangular modular here, or module that I can't figure out. We're going to duplicate it and try and make whatever this element is as a rectangle the same height as that. We'll put some angular lines here. It doesn't go that far back. Honestly though, chat, you have to understand that when you're doing graphic design, you need to make things kind of, okay, so isometric literally means like dual angular, but flat. Okay, terrific example of what I'm trying to talk about for graphic design. I'll show you here. This logo, chat. This Hamilton Tiger Cats logo is exactly what I'm talking about. The logo, it's amazing. Of course, it's amazing for sure. Literally, what it is, though, it's a dynamic portrayal of the body of the tiger cat, and then the face is flat on. So I'm trying to explain to you, chat, that what I'm doing with this car vehicle is the same thing. If you have a look here, the vehicles, lights, headlights, bumper, fender, all this trimming, it's not symmetric, it's solely bent out of place, it's vibrating, it's flying through the air because this guy's on a drag track. You need to look at it in a way that is essential. Full clarity. As you can see, my lines are not directly traced over the content that I'm creating. It's essential. Now we'll take away the background image and look. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, chat. So I'm trying to perfect this performance module that's sitting in the hood. It's so tanked. If you think about it, that's handiwork. That's like fitting pipes and tubes and everything and squeezing it all in there to get that everything out of it in the tightest space possible so it can be the ultimate means of performance. But that being said, a graphic designer like myself literally needs to create a God mode, anything goes type of symmetry out of it. And that's what I'm working on right now. You are chilling with SaintsxFaith live on Twitch and YouTube. This is Monster Cat music. Current track title is While the Earth Sleeps by Vintage and Morelli. All right, let's get back to creating. Okay. Module has some... Okay, there's a... Okay, this purple object, I can't figure out for the life of me. But I do see that there's an angular line here, somewhere in this region. And instead of tracing it exactly, I'm just going to go with a horizontal carry. That does mean that I can actually bring this line down to here, over here a little bit, and actually arc it, which looks good. To complete the shape, I can just remimic this. I can cut it here. Cutting. And then I can duplicate it, have the exact same trend in the back. It's not exactly what I want. I want it to be more like that. It needs to be a module. We're working on making it a module, chat. It doesn't need to descend past this line, so I will remove it. It's perfect. It's looking amazing. It's really coming together. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and create a 3D line here like this. Perfect. Okay. We'll add another anchor point here and here, and we'll remove this corner just like that. Trying to get it to be like the Tiger Cats logo. Literally like this. Flat, but also dynamic at the same time. That's what design really is. And it's simplified. It can't be too complicated. It has to resemble what you're trying to create. So this purple module is completely ambiguous. You can see it in the back. It's completely ambiguous. You can't tell. But I'm looking for those trending guidelines. I'm looking for the opportunities to essentialize it so it looks amazing. And then we'll start looking at like creating effects and stuff like that. Let's get rid of these extra points here. Almost even just do this. Do that. Do this. There's more detail in here, but I'm really not sure if I want to include it. It's supposed to be essential. These are the dash lines where it meets the windshield. We've got this vapor-esque, lovely vector line as if it's burning liquid vapor off the front of the hood. Let's take a look without the resource or the reference. Now I have this huge gaping hole. Huge hole here on the right side of the hood, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Let's take a look. As you can see, it's not like that at all. The scoop is way more detailed, way tighter on the right side. I'm scared. I don't know if I want to change it. Not really living in fear, just joking, chat. Let's go. We're now listening to Sundance by Heartful featuring Asphyxia. And we're not. And we are. I hit the pause button there, chat. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't want to do too much more to this. This coming out like here on a water drop way almost seems like, what the F? This thing is just tight as frick. Really shouldn't look like that. Should scoop in maybe like this. It's got to be essential, bro, and it can't be too detailed. This is literally what I'm saying. Is this where it should be? Let's just do some experimentation. It's not the one I wanted to get rid of. We'll keep that. Delete that. If we could just bring it to the line, remove the amount of quantified lines, then we'd be doing a lot better. Having these like juxtaposed lines where it's like in the middle, I don't know. I think like literally, I almost want to just bring it all up. Grab is okay. How much am I grabbing here? I can see it's highlighted in the green. Let's go to here. Place it there. Just because I want it to angle perfectly. It's almost like chasing that photograph. You know what I mean? Of the train passing through the tunnel when the sun's setting and maybe a little bit of rain is happening. Has to be perfect. Has to be like the moment. That looks good. This purple module thing, man. It's so tough to figure out. But it's challenging, you know? You got to respect the chow. Anyways, if I were to ask anybody, they'd probably just tell me, don't worry about it too much. Make the car look badass. That's all you have to do. Honestly, I want to do that. You see what I'm doing? I'm kind of just like creating this resource of indexing for all the points to be on. And if I can get there, it's kind of like more important than the actual precision. If I could just make something look good. Do you know what I mean? If I could just make something look good with great vertices and line alignment, then I wouldn't have to worry about the exact details. These lines are jacked. Instead of literally defining the detail, chat, I am creating proximity and lines. I'm not joking. And in my opinion, that looks 10 times better. Bum, 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 bum. Even this is almost too complicated. Just take that. Leave that. Get the minus. We'll remove this horizontal line like that. And I have a ton of these lines. There's too many, so I'm just taking them out. And I'm just going to move this over here like that. Try and match the angular value. Somehow, though, this line on the hood just isn't working for me. I need some sort of like rounded corner here that could be similar to this line. This line is like swooping. It's sweeping in a major way. I just gotta find it. It's getting there. It's close. But it's not quite there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this group of lines. We put a lot of work into it so far in the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. We might do a little bit of a rotation, and it might ruin everything. But, so, actually my rotation needs to be down here on the right. And I'll just scoop it in. It's not what I want. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to carry my trend lines down to the hood scoop. That's what I need to do. Take this. This is all grouped, right? I don't want to include this line here. Okay, perfect. Get the rotation on there. Bring these down. Maybe even like increase this a little bit. Yeah, looks perfect. Problem is, these lines have gone through a little bit of an iteration, so they're imperfect at this point. So what I've done is I've essentially created some sort of performance module. That's what needed to be done. It looks good. Looks good enough. It's almost like, honestly, chat, this part of the vector is so complicated. I would almost just even leave it and come back. This is the one that's destabilized the most. I'm just going to copy this, paste it, move it up. Actually, it grouped it on my paste. So no. It's going to be this. I'll group this one in selection, and then I'll move it up. And then I'll make it wider with my box that's not appearing. There it is. The bounding box has appeared. Make it just a little more. And now I've cleaned up that shaky line. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rendezvous by Oliver's Gilead featuring Nina Sung. It's Monster Cat music. You're chilling with SaintsxFaith. We are doing graphic design. Let's go. It looks fine. Honestly, as much as I want to get in there and mess around, I want to be done at the same time. So we're going to move on. Just taking a look at the wheel, it's obviously unfinished, bro. Again, this is another structural component that we're taking from a very organic reference. Melded. We need to simplify it, chat. We need to simplify the melded means of organic performance that this vehicle is currently expressing. Let's move this over a little bit. There we go. Tires looking a little flat there, bruh. What do we do with that? Honestly, it's like I want to keep these lines, but you know what I want to keep them as? A reference. They're direct traces. So, like, in the initial, like, development of your graphic, honestly, you're going to end up with these weird, obscure shapes. And you want to take this and turn it into something simple. You know what I mean? It's got to be simple. And all these lines off the parallel of each other with broken curvature is as rough as it gets sometimes. Okay, let's take this out. Just subtract some of these anchor points. What we need is an ellipse here, honestly. Like this, like that. Organic trace lines only get you so far. Using shapes and appropriating the geometry into a symmetrical type layout of response to it, to everything, is basically what it is. I'm trying to say and define what vector is, because the pen tool creates anchor points, and this terminology amidst graphic designers is called vectoring. I'm being very cohesive with you right now, chat. The term to vector is what I'm trying to describe. It's a big deal in graphic design, but I think honestly right now, I'm the only person talking about it. Let's get off trim mode so we can bring our guides back. Make sure these are at a vertical matching point. Also, these need to be the same angle as each other. I've cut mine. I'm going to use the transform tool and reflect. There we go. Copy. Bring it down. We're going to eliminate this anchor point here like that. Oh, not that one. Funny how I chose the ellipse. Thanks, Illustrator. Didn't know you wanted to make decisions for me tonight. I was trying to make decisions for myself, and you let me down. Just kidding. Okay, in this situation, it's ghosted, but at least we have the vertical point there. Choose the horizontal. Let's get the anchor that I just created and place it exactly on the mark. Like that. Perfect. Select them. I'm going to join them together like that. Probably have 2 anchor points here now. Which one to keep? It's asking me an opposite one every time. Just going to delete the one that works the best. Let's bring this back. Pull this out. Put that there. We've got an anomaly here. I don't know what the shape is. Ooh, an extra point. Deleting. Okay, we are doing this. We need to use the vertical line once again and bring in the horizontal guide so we can place the anchor exactly where it's meant to be. The new point. What's your new point? Perfect. Select them both. Join the points. It looks good enough, and I'm almost confident enough, chat, to say, I don't want to get in there and delete the 2 points. Just kidding. I do and I don't. Let's fix the ellipse now. Make it absolutely perfect. Like that. It's fine. Number one problem is this curve is not an echo of the ellipse that I have. So all that joining and all that work is a failure. We need to make sure it's unlocked. Select the ellipse. Expand its size. Make sure it fills the gap of the 2 points above. A little bit more. Like this. A little bit more. Perfect. Now I can move the line to cross over the guides that we made, so we're not losing any of our time or traction. Okay, perfect. Like that. This one's still good down here. It's almost perfect. I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to remove the secondary section of the ellipse that we don't need. Tell me to cut. Cutting again because it's not displaying. Cut it here. And then remove the junk. It's kind of a detailed scenario where we really had to go in there using guides and stuff, but it should be good enough. Okay, move this to here. The anomaly's gone. Check here. This is our new anomaly we have to clean up because nobody knows what the heck it is. Did we? It's so close, chat. I want that there, and I definitely want this here. The ellipse may not be 100 million billion % perfect, but it's definitely very close. And now we don't have to mess around with it. Okay. Tire tread looks like it's going to echo the same shape, but in more of a... so it's going to be like the inner circle of the rim. So we need another ellipse, chat. We need to get rid of these lines like this. Get rid of this and remove the points. Can we just use the same ellipse? We can. Somehow my brush got pulled out. I don't know why. My copy and paste didn't work. Neither did that. Honestly, Illustrator, I've been using you every single day of my life for the last 9 years, and you're failing me, bro. There's a lot of input fails. If you guys use hotkeys, you design it all and you use hotkeys, I'm letting you know, or at least you already know. Like, and I'm bringing back the bounding box. I haven't even closed the bounding box, and it's closed on me, bro. Like, your display settings inside Illustrator for what the UX is to display Constantly under attack. Constantly. Okay, so we've got this ellipse. It's too thin. I need to make it wider. Has to be the interior round of the rim. Oh my gosh. This isn't even that big of a project, chat. Oh my god, it grouped them. It only groups them when I want to move them. Does anybody else see that error? That's an error. Selection errors with... Literally, dude, I have 4 layers in Illustrator right now, and it's failing to select properly. They're not grouped. I could understand that if I was dealing with like 10 artboards and like 30 layers or something, but like, dude, it's what? So now you know my life. Anyways, despite all the stress, despite all the setback, the tire wheel looks 10 billion times better. We can't have this harsh corner point inside a round wheel, so we'll be deleting that soon. I just wanted to let you know that you're listening to Turning Point by Coven on Monster Cat Music with SaintsxFaith, live on Twitch, baby. Let's get this Daytona set ready to jet, boys. She's out for a rip. We all know she's out for the rip of her life. It's the only one she gets. YOLO. Okay, dude, I am willing to delete this much content from the tire just to reuse not the entire thing. Let's ungroup it officially. Ask Illustrator to do its job. We'll create the shape by going into move. We'll pull its size out. Will it work? No, it won't. So I've created it. Since Illustrator failed, I'm going to hit Control-C, Control-Z, Shift, Control-V, and I get to paste over. Didn't mean to give out the hotkeys. Didn't mean to spill the secret sauce. I literally did not mean to, but it just happened. I tried to keep it all a secret for far too long. Let's go. This tire's looking like a tire. Problem is, I think this thing is a little too proby. We need to reduce the depth of the probe on the tire. This ellipse gets brought in. These can be brought in. There we go. We can increase it a little bit now because we have a gap there in the other rounded point. There we go. These guides are turning into a hassle chat. Can we get rid of the guides, please? Cleared them out. Yeah. Tires looking way better, bro. Little flat still. Guess it's soft. Guess they're hot. Guess it's the summertime. Guess they're filled with air, but literally freaking sagging. Sagging and sogging. Anybody else got tires like that in their own vehicle? I know we removed and reduced the depth of the rim. I'm a little bit sad because I kind of want to bring back its depth. Let's go back a little bit here, Chad. It looks good. Looks better that way, I guess. Okay. Yep. This is quite the anomaly in perspective. I've got more guides than I know what to deal with. Chat, did we not just get rid of the guides? Oh, we did, but we Control-Z'd it, so we got to get rid of them again. Oh, well. Das vidanya. Let's work these angles. Okay, we rotated that. We'll lock it because it's not listening. Number one rule that I would give, or number one tip that I'd give to any brand new designer is like, learn your hotkeys and, you know, destroy with your hotkeys, bro. Illustrator does have that problem. I'm not lying. But I'm so used to it. And the reason I'm used to it is upsetting. I'm not going to lie. It's like money's on the line. You got to earn it. You're working in an environment, blah, 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 blah. Like somebody else is watching your shoulder trying to make you work more than you should. And Illustrator fails. Imagine that. Imagine like an insanely tight critical situation where money's on the line, someone else's money's on the line, and you're trying to create for them, and Illustrator fails. It happens a lot. Far too often. And then you're the one who's supposed to be the professional, and he's going to look at you and be like, bruh, what'd you do? That was like what? You just blew like $800 of my money. It's like, dude, Illustrator failed. Done that before. Artboard sizes was a huge issue, bro. Huge issue. Someone would want to do a graphic on a wall or a window that's like 10 feet long, and my artboard would literally only create it to be, I don't know, 10, I don't know, 20, not feet, 10, definitely not 10. Maybe it did 3 feet or something. The artboard system was broken on Illustrator for a long time, and it was a huge hassle. So, oh, are we dealing with the extra vectors here? Yeah, we are. Okay. Let's clean them up. Part of the process is making sure your lines are clean. Like, one of the major disciplines that I learned is, like, creating shapes and all this stuff is great, but if you have a dysfunctional, like, graphic, if it doesn't work because you have, like, 10 lines underneath the same line, you should go back over it, and you should clean up those lines. And the best part about it is that after you're done cleaning custodial work, as a graphic designer, you're cleaning up all the lines you've got more creative jet fuel. This is not listening again. I've locked this layer. Chat, I can't even select it, and it's making me rotate. So, great job, Illustrator. I don't know what's going on. I need this line. I'm going to put it on this line here, or this layer, rather, and I'm going to lock the layer. So, back to more about the struggles of what being a graphic designer is. That's a workaround. Using a layer like that is a workaround. And there are 10 different ways to do everything in the Creative Cloud. Honestly, you gotta keep them all in mind. You gotta remember that, like, you need a different solution. And I'm just really not vibing with this shape. It's so misaligned with its archetype, honestly. And when I'm saying make everything perfect like this, designers are using essential values and archetyping for vector. We need to find archetypes. So let's work on the archetype for this shape. That's not it. Absolutely not. Let's just we'll just join these like that. The archetype of this shape for me is not this weird thing. Archetype of the shape would be this. Archetype of the shape would be like this. Okay? And then we go into our outline tool. We can change this flux here. Is it this? I think it is. So let's just choose a thick line. 40. This would be the archetype of that. That means we need to create it on a perspective angle, though. So maybe cut that like that. Like, this is 10 times billion better than this. This is the direct trace. So I could turn this into an outline, no problem. Boom. And then I've got the same thing. I could select, not rotate. Same weight. Look at that. That's beautiful. This is beautiful. This is bullshit. It's bullshit. We're getting rid of it. So it's gone. We've got the archetype. We can bring it back, place it into the structure of the graphic. We see that the trend line of the tire is over here on the left. We can grab it here, pull it on that line, and see how much can we make this archetype fit? Because who cares? It's the archetype. It's the archetype in shape. You don't need to F with the archetypes. As a graphic designer, you will learn archetypes, and archetypes will change you. This one's flexing. It looked good. It almost makes me want to make it flex a little more, add a little height. That being said, those changes in the shape of this object are perfect. We brought the archetype to the battle. She's ready to shine in the light of the moon. And we've cleaned up the tread 800 billion%, chat. You have to agree with me. It's 10 times better than what it was. The tire's already starting to develop as well on its own. And then I'll start it from this. Whatever that is. Who cares what it is? It looks nice, right? Let's move on. All right. So we locked this line a long time ago. Let's just check our layers and make sure everything's ready to work. Yeah, that's the tire. Are we supposed to bring it back? I don't know who's asking. Am I asking the devs here? The Adobe devs? Am I supposed to? Dude, I guarantee they don't know what the F's going on right now. They're working on other problems, I'm sure. Okay. We're just going to pull this down. I totally flattened the tire. It looks like absolute garbage, so I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay, it's a little bit better. This line being perfect's throwing me off a little bit. As much as I want, like, you know, things to, like, look brilliantly amazing and cohesive, that's too much cohesion. Okay, this up to here. Okay, and then I need some sort of connection from here. Put it there. Perfect. Not really perfect. It's an unclean line, but we need to make all of these lines kind of work together. I really wanted this to be more vertical like this, and I could almost just re-evaluate to be like that. Now, I've gone over these corner points before. Like, once you have them, you might luck out like a scenario at this, but even still, you can see that there's anomalies in there. So the best way to clean these up is to create the cut in between the two, and then you can adjust your anchor point so that the line looks perfect. We're getting... I could describe to you how terrible... Okay, this is why. What is going on? There's an extra line in here. Deleting. Bring this back to the same point. Clean up the line. That's perfect. And we just need to eliminate that tiny little piece of transparency. Perfect. See? Now the line's perfectly clean. Looks amazing. We need those clean lines. If we don't get them, if you don't work for your lines to be clean, you're missing out. That's it. Just be chat. You gotta chill with me. I'm literally saying anomalies in Illustrator are a thing. Sometimes they're temporary, sometimes they're not. So you just gotta realize the software is a progressional piece of equipment. And your previews are going to matter. Okay, it's looking a lot better. The archetype's there. The wheel is still a little flat here. I'm aware of it. I'm working on it. Rounding it out. It's looking good. Okay, now the thing about this tire is it's supposed to be inset on the tread. So the tread's supposed to extend. I just won't be able to pull these lines over like this and be happy with it. I know it's not going to look good. I can do that all day, but in the end, the tread's supposed to come down and cover the tire, I believe. Look at this. This is all a bunch of like creative line work that's just focused on proximity and aesthetic. It doesn't really matter that much, but it does make the car look pretty badass. So even with this line here, like just in review, I can create another one like this down to here and express the proximity of the line above it. Kind of make their curvature the same, and then now I've got an element. I just need to square this one up. Because in the middle here of the vertices, it kind of has to hold like space with each other. The line can't be too funked. You know what I mean? Like, that's 10 times better with the clean line. And it's almost like if I select these and do this, okay. You know what I mean? I'm kind of pulling into like some sort of like, I don't know. It's like an angular, a triangular like graphic line. So we'll make this rounded like that. And then we'll bring this down into here like that. So we got a line. It's cohesive all the way to the front. Looks great. It's getting better. This is still off for me. I have to find a way maybe to like open the tread up. I'm just wondering. See this? It has a scoop at the back, and I need the scoop to be there. I've really structured the tire here, so it does look amazing. But I think it needs work. It looks good. It just needs to be more like this. Like if I could put it right here like that and then show a flat point of the tread, that's perfect, actually. It's perfect. And then this line, it needs to come down all the way to like here. And it needs to be rounded like that. We'll just add some more curve to it. Actually, take this out and we'll use the 1 anchor point up top. And then now I can put this back like there. That's kind of what I'm going for. It's the back of the tread of the body kit. And this needs to be here. Just 1 sec here, chat. As much as I like Shaquille O'Neal, he's on all the time. He's always on the playlist, so we skipped over to Final Boss by Nitro Fun. Okay, so this is the tread, right? So we can eliminate these lines. I did create some sort of mirror refraction here. I just kind of carried the tire into the next radial placement. So I took the radius and brought it into the next of the tread. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's get in here. We'll cut this, and we can also cut this. We don't need it. Get rid. Oh, now we can get rid of this section, right? And hopefully, Illustrator selected. It did select appropriately, so we're able to move on. This is where the anomalies are. Can we cut here, please, and get a good clean cut? Let's hope. Got it. Now I do need to readdress these. I tried. There we go. That's good enough. It's clean enough. Okay. This is all not required, so we're deleting that. We can get rid of this here as well. We're going to delete that. Go here. Boom. Getting rid of it. Is that another? Select. Oh, didn't want to delete it all. Okay, chat, we're still working on structuring the front of the tire tread. Doing fine. We just need to bring this down a little bit because there's supposed to be a little bit of a gap. There's supposed to be a little bit of negative space there for the vertical. So we're doing fine here. We can join these. Perfect. And then I don't know how we're going to take the archetype of the tread. It's almost like I need to extend it more. Who cares? Who cares, chat? We're archetyping. We're working with the archetype, and that's literally the best thing you can do when it comes to shapes. No joke. Okay, let's select this line in its entirety, and then we'll reflect it in the transform. Oh, it didn't work. I was hoping for a little more grace on that one, but it definitely did not work. Okay. That being said, this insert's going to hang out a bit, and then it's going to come up to the tread like that. And if we want, chat, we can add a little line here like that. And it just shows that there's like a backdrafted carryover. Can I get it? I'm trying to get this line to be perfect. Do I want to? Do I want to add to it like this? It's got to have some sort of conceptual wrap is what I'm thinking. Like, I think that's fine. It just looks haggy. Like, it's so bad. It's too small. Haggy, I really meant to, like, imply the idea of it being haggard. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what haggard is, but like that. Bring this down like that. Bring this corner up a little more. Okay, it's something. I'm much more satisfied with something than nothing. We can cut this line here, extend it back over, get rid of that ghost, put this here. I can even just, well, the pink line trend, it's not, but I'm good. This is good enough if I just guess the line, honestly. Okay, things are better. We still need to connect this line with something. Let's finish the radius of the tire as if the top of it's here. We'll go here, and we'll just create it past, because if you can imagine the relative zone up here where the tire's supposed to meet, you can come pretty close to how it's supposed to appear. So we're just going to cut that out, remove it, and now we have an anomaly here because the line's too thick. So I will just get a little closer, chat. I'm going to remove that. There we go. And I think the weight of the lines is off, and there's no fixing that. Unless I just slightly increase the weight of this one. So I did. And now into the weight. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're doing fine. I think it looks okay. The problem is I have 3D conception here, and I don't have any in here. But the tire looks fine. It's a little bit high is the one problem. So I have to grab the center of the tire and all of its element, and I need to bring it down like that. I think that's a little more fair for its placement. Is it? Then this has got to come up as well. These should be on the same level. So let's create a guide, chat. We'll just pull it down here from the bottom of the tire from left to right. These aren't joined, by the way, so I'm going to join them. And then I'm just going to bring it up. This shape is terrible, too. There's no way these lines should be ever that rumbled. We've got Alone by Marshmello. It's Monster Cat Music with SaintsxFaith. Graphic design day. Gotta get creative. It's my career, so I'm here for you, trying to help you out in any way. If you got time to check out the VOD, I'm super thankful. Super thankful if you have time to check it out. It means a lot to me, everybody. I'm out here doing my best for all y'all. Let's go. Again, with the vertice, imagine where the top of the tire would be. Somewhere here, maybe? Hit the horizontal Bezier. You need it to be... Oh my god, I could teach you all about radial curves for days. I could literally teach you about where to put the anchor points, where to imagine them, why they need to go there. No problem. Over here, do the same thing. Extend it. Cut it. There we go. Again, same thing. Imagine where the top of the circle is. Go here. Make sure it connects. I'm going to have an invisible vector point there just because Illustrator's imperfect. There we go. We've extended the radius of the circle. We've shifted the entire tire down. It's badass. There you go. Up, 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 up. It doesn't look perfect, though, chat. Anybody else feeling like these are still, like, a little bit off? Doesn't matter that much. I think the tire tread's too big. As in the rim. So, like, this needs to be placed. We could turn the highlight off. We could turn the box off. We could just move it like this. It's got to be centered in there for sure. Okay. At this point in time, I'm looking at this ellipse. It's not great. But I can recreate it. So I'll lock it. Create the L. There's the ellipse, the secondary one. I got to turn my box back on and my highlight back on. But that's fine. Right here. Right here. There we go. Now I'm going to exit. It doesn't matter if you cut. At least I wish. A lot of the times when I'm cutting these days, Illustrator's making me cut more than once. This thing is rotated off slightly as well, so we're just going to go like this and center it. Talk about proximity, talk about great line use, talk about reiterating the ellipse. It's still a little bit crooked, chat, but we just have to work with it. Like, it has to be like that. That's good enough. Okay. Now we're just going to extend this line here up into the fender. Same thing with this line here. Up into the fender. And this is not perfect, so we have to move the alignment down in trend with the curve. How jacked is the wheel? I think this ellipse is too big now. I don't think any tire would be that big. Like that much rubber. Okay, that looks a lot better. This, again, is the front of the kit. I've got guides. I'm going to get rid of the guides just to make sure we can have a look. Still a little bit challenging with this tire, trying to match it up. This line just seems off for me. It's like, chat, I want to remove it, and I want to create another ellipse. So I've duplicated it. I'm going to expand the value of the ellipse here. It needs to be wider, without a doubt. Not to the left, Illustrator. I know you've got hopes and dreams for me, but A lot of the time, Illustrator, the hopes and dreams that you make up in your software error are literally wasting my time and breath. So here we go. We're trying with the reiteration of the ellipse for the roundness of the tire. It looks 10 billion times better, chat. Wow, what a great job. Okay. It still looks like she's rocked in there a little bit to the left. You know, it's almost like because of the way the fender's shaped that it's impossible to save it at this point. Anyways, we're going to take this. We've created all this interior content for the wheel to be a certain way. We're going to duplicate it, and we need to bring it over here to the back tire. Rotate slightly, like this. Down over here, like this. And now there's so much clutter, but we have to try and remove it. It's almost like I want to get in here and create another layer, like this, and have it beneath. But I'll need 2 layers for this magic trick. So we're going to take this tire section that I just created, Control ZZ. I'm going to exit, and then I'm going to create 2 layers. Put my regular vector on top, put my new tire tread vector on bottom, lock them both, and I'm going to create a white shape. Just because the lines are so complicated here. So let's get rid of our outline. There we go. Now, as you can see, I'm eliminating the tire that's over top the grill just by using the white shape. Chat. This is Tokadoras by Vintage Morale featuring Ariel Marin. It's Monster Cat music. Live on Twitch and YouTube with SaintsxFaith. All right, shameless plug aside, ladies and gentlemen, we are clearing up this internal area where we do not want to see. Honestly, the reason why I use a white block is because it's too complicated. We've done a lot of line placements. We've done a lot of aesthetics chasing. I don't want to stress myself out cutting 8,000 billion lines inside the area that I'm working on. So we're going to go with the double layered freaking white mask shape technique. Does anyone know that? Double layered white mask shape technique. Is that a thing? Pretty sure it's something. Not bad. I think we need to rotate it a little bit. So lock the block, select the rim, rotate it slightly. Problem is this tire chase looks like it's too much. So maybe select it, create a little more size out of it. Like that. Rotate it a little to the right. Give that tread on the backside a little more rubber. And then now I have to go back to my block talk and clean up because I actually extended a little bit up here. The internal rim section got expanded. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go here. Okay, Chad, that's looking fresh. This little flex here on the fender, I might need to add one on the front. These tires are actually, in the original version of the Trace, the tires, I need to remember, are notoriously skinny, bro. Little too thin. I don't know why the racer wanted them so thin. I'm not a professional drag star, though, so, like, honestly, I'm the wrong person to be asking about that opinion. But that is looking 10 times better than it was before we started tonight. All right, chat, she's looking crazy, as, I don't know, Trailer Park Boys might say. Grease! Let's take a minute and reflect. Okay, she looks good to me, bros. This is all a little bit too tight. I think I would rather have... No, I'm going to cut this. Damn. I'm going to cut this down here. I'm going to keep this line, but I actually do want these to be connected instead. So let's delete these. There we go. And I want this to be up more like that. Just so I have a better... Okay, I'm going to delete this. I don't need it. I'll pull from the top. There we go. Should I actually... Let's put it down here. And then bring it over here. Oh, missed it. Right there. Right here. Chat, we got more Coven. This title is called The High We Seek. Let's put this here. I want this to be rectangular, bro. I want the structure to be unified. What say you? What be unified, good sir? Let's get the angle appropriate. Like this. And we'll delete the midpoint. Oops. Hey. Illustrator, trying to make decisions for me, are you? Deleting that. Put this here. Put this here. Bring this corner back. Clean. That is clean AF. IMO. Can we push this angle into the corner, though? It's super organic the way these lines were drawn, but it's not required. Clean it up. Sharpen it. Make it look amazing. Bring back the heart and soul of what it means to vector. I hit cut there and it didn't cut. Two more, chat. Seek your own archetype in the shapes that you want. Use the negative space. Use repeating elements by far. Bring it in. Bring it in. Just like that. This differentiation is that there's a hatch behind it. So it's almost like I don't even want this to have any angle at all. I want it to be sharp. It's a Dodge Daytona. And I get that. But I don't want it to be too organic. So take the vectors out. Try and find some intermediate vertice there. Mob. I just love it, dude. I think it looks good. These iterated lines are amazing. If I can get the proximity right here so that the negative space just like echoes onto the entire... Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying. I probably already put like way too much work into this, but I don't mind, chat. I really don't mind. We're dealing with a very challenging angle here. Again, this entire run is up for a review. It's just a draft. It's just a stream. For me to get creative with you guys, just to show you what it's really like to be a graphic designer. Kind of share my skills with you. In a way. I mean, it's one hell of a career. Like, it's tough. There's a lot of... Like, a lot of it's very, very perpetual, chat, and it's a lot of hard work, but... I do it every day. Do something every day, get better at it. This is such a tough spot. I'm going to add a vector point here in the middle. Even though, like, we really reduced it. It has to be... It has to be badass. And that's what I'm going for here. I'm almost ready just to walk away from the trace. So what are we going to do? We're going to create a mask here just of it. Just of the photo, chat. It's got a lower opacity that I said a long time ago. I'm going to go here into the masking tools, and I'm going to apply a mask. It's applied. Now I have these two direct comparisons. She glossy, dude. How are we going to get this gloss to be so boss? Even this line here is too organic, bro. It needs to be like... I love the idea of the sharp edges. With a little bit of flex. I did send an initial draft to the person who requested me do this for them. Let's just make sure these work out as well. If they don't have the same implication, at least, it might look non-symmetric. That's definitely not what we want. So a little bit over here. Bring this down like that. That's good enough. Almost. This needs to be wider. And this line can't be jacked like that. This needs to get the F out. Delete that. Bring this over here. Connect these two. Oh. It's selecting all of my... Oh my god. What's going on? Okay, so we're going to release this because it's failing. Up. And then we're going to create another mask. Different type of mask that won't select at all. Oh my god. It's still being terrible. Is it going to be that bad? Is it going to be that bad? No, it's not. Okay, the new mask system worked. Let's join these. Bring over here like that. There we go. And then this line needs to go to here like that. I think people are really counting on me for this. That's an amazing feeling. I don't want to let them down. Okay, so we're done. Almost. Let me just make sure that these lines are like right on point with each other. They're supposed to be. Pretty close. Pretty close. This line probably has a vec. Okay, so we're going to bring this line up to here. That's where it needs to be. Right on the guide. And then it's coming from here. I'm almost just inclined to chisel it, chat. Chisel it. There we go. Looks pretty good. This is almost too dark. I'm going to grab this line here. Cut it. Go from here to here. It's just too thick there, chat. She's way too thick. I need a minimum approximation for negative space. This has got to get cut. This line can be brought into the vertice. This can be brought down into blend. Let's remove the anomaly of the outline. Select the point here. Bring it into the flood. Perfect. This could be out a little more as well. I just have more room here. I might as well use it. It's not perfect now. This needs to be on trend with that, like that, or else it won't work. And it needs to be more like this. Classic. That's so much better. It looks good. Could it be better, Chad? I don't know. It's a really tough call. I need to bring this in like... I need to create depth for the tire here. So let's cut it. Cut it. Here's the tire's depth. Is it like that? That looks backwards. If we reverse it, go okay. There, it looks a lot better. Now I can remove this line. Kind of looks good, but it still needs to be wider. Let's get rid of this guide. It makes me look like I'm stealing videos off TikTok. And we're not going to be doing that. Are the tires guided, though? Yeah, they're pretty close. I need another line here, Chad. I need a line from here, over, over. Let's create the arch point in the middle, like this. Best place to put your vectors right there. It's 2, 4, forward. We want this more in as well. We'll reduce the... There we go. Over here like this. I'm going to bring this line into the fender. This needs to be on an angle. Like that. We'll grab both of these like this. Bring them into the angle line. Like that. Perfect. Now I can create a pass line that travels from the front fender over the main door to the back. I know this is a bit of a mess here, but it's creative mess. What is it about exactly? Chasing design here. I'm gonna pull this out, delete it, bring this up into the vertical value here, like that. I still think this line is a little too jacked. I bring it down to here. More like here, like that. Cut it. Trying to imagine, because you always need to set these anchor points at certain... I'll show you, chat. Here's a circle. Here's a circle. As you can see, when I draw the circle, Illustrator uses these points here. It points them here by default. And the reason it does that, chat, is because those are the most effective and powerful vector points that you can make. So honestly, I've got a square here now, but as you can see, if I use these power points for my Bezier curve, I can get really close to making a powerful round shape. That's why it's got to be done. This is all so tanky. I want to move this down. I want to move this down too. I'm going to cut it. Pulling this out here like that. These points can be joined now because those are the points that are supposed to be joined. They're the back fender. Because this is so tanky, I'm going to cut this here as well. I'm going to bring this down. It didn't grab proper, so I'm going to use control and click. That looks good. Bring this line to here. Delete this section. Oop, not the entire section. Bring this line down to here. So much better. Like that. Up to here. No problem. I need to bring this line down as well. So we'll select the anchor points because it's a very dynamic line. Select the anchor points. Bring it down to here. Bring this one down as well to here to match. And now I have another line that I can add for aesthetic. It's still tanky. This side of the fender is huge. The mirror's a bit ambiguous as of now, but honestly, when we just brought those lines down, a million times better. It almost lines up with the grid on the back. Again, guys, you can't directly trace a photograph when it comes to graphic design. You can only use rough, organic implications, trying to simplify it. And realize this, chat, that when you're designing, you're bringing it into a whole nother world. It's not just a trace. It's not just a photo. It's something else. It's got to go on a shirt. It's got to be something else, bro. I almost want to bring it down again. I want to bring this line down again, chat. Down to here another time. Oh, we'll keep that one there. Thanks for grabbing it, Illustrator. I know you're trying to help. Let's bring it down again. Select, select, select. Down. Down once again. And I don't need to connect these lines, bro. I don't. Select, select, bring it down. I actually want to cut this because it's a vertice section and I don't want the corner to change. So I'll join these and now I can freely move the line where I would like it to go. Down. That looks so much better, chat. And if I wanted to add another squig, a squiggly, look at this though. Look at this, chat. I can get rid of this. Look. I can join these two lines. Boom. Minus. Boom. Now I have another aesthetic line. Perfect. Over here. I just have to make sure these kind of like share the same radius in curvature, and then they're good. If I wanted to move this back here, I could. I could readjust this angle here like that. And if I really want this line to connect or be another, I can. It's just a start. It's another point in the vision. I kind of want this to be more mid now. I can cut this again, chat. I need this line to be cohesive. I need this line to connect to another. Bring this down like this. Bring this down like that. Ma, baby. The only thing I need is probably some more windshield so I can detail the rear view mirror proper. That's one thing that I don't have done yet, and I think this line here is the calling. Because I brought these all down a little bit. I haven't exactly traced the rear view conceptually yet. So we're going to take this connection point here. We're going to click here. We're going to bring it to the line like this. It's going to be whatever, but we're working on the reality of this mirror being something else. Because I've only got the flat panel display of it, I need to create this section, the connective part, because it has this shape, has this like triangle here, rectangle here, obscure rhombus there, so, and I definitely haven't included that yet. What can I do? How am I going to bring this into light? We have to work with what we got, chat. Let's make sure these are connected. Number one problem that we got to start with first. Our lines are not horizontal. They're not directly in line with each other. I'm going to grab the guides here. As simple and boring as it may sound, these must line up or else it will not have aesthetic. It simply will not. It's a simplification. This is not completely vertical, chat, and it must be. Let's make sure our points are all in line. Once you get these first started lines and you realize they're a problem and you start working on them and you start fixing them, you'll be on your way. It's just like cleaning up. Like I said, if you have a bunch of broken lines in your map, it's not going to work out. But if everything's made clean, you have a stronger chance of perceiving something at a different level. That's all that this is. Honestly, if I could tell the client, why are all these changes involved? Why are there so many differences? Why doesn't it look exactly like it does in the photo? And it's like, because that's not what design is, man. You got to create something out of it. It's got to be a whole different perspective of what's actually taking place. And if it's not, my man, it's probably not design. I didn't mean to join those, but I am confident enough to say that I want a line here, and then I want another line going into the rear view here like this. Now, I'm going to remove this line here because I don't need it. It's an extended means. We'll push this down here. Down. Sit, Ubu. Sit. Can I get away with this being a completely horizontal line? Let's try, chat. Let's work it. Here to here like this. There you go. Still no one in the chat yet, guys. So if you have a chance to check out this VOD, I'm super glad you had a minute to check out what it means to work on a graphic design with SaintsxFaith. We got Monster Cat music. We're currently listening to Saga by Direct. And we're creating on a Dodge Daytona. We're giving her all she got, Captain. We're making her look real beauty. She's out for that rip of her life. I might be Canadian. I just might be, chat. This is too high. Can I bring this back? We're going to hold shift to make sure the line is still straight. And then we're going to burn this. We don't need that. We're still working on the conception of the mirror. It's almost like this is the tiger cat's face, bruh. This is the flat point of the tiger cat's face. I'm not exactly sure. This is looking good, though. Like, talk about the shape and the structure of how this section feels. I'm telling you, Chad, I love it. Okay, this straight line was kind of a horizon sun dissipating in the background, but why don't we just try and like mimic the curve of the mirror? And then we could bring this over a little bit, and we could just basically duplicate what's already there. Like that. Looks amazing. We're going to go in here, we're going to grab the anchors, and we're going to bring them down. We're already on an angle with the rest of them, so going completely horizontal with the window panel is not the right direction. I'm going to cut this, move this over here, because I think these two lines are more important. For the actual trend of the line that we're using, I think it's more important that I grab from the top and I pull into the corner. And that in here as well, I do the same thing. Pull this down like that. That looks good. And then we're going to trend. We're going to trend this sort of angular. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm going back. I thought it was going to be good, but honestly, I started running out of virtue for it. There we go. It's kind of more along the lines of what I'm working with. Okay. That looks really good to me, chat. Let's start. We have a couple of options here. I'm going to put this here, though. Honestly, this has got to be a structure as well. Let's just try and create something out of it. Do I want this line to extend? Because if I grab this point and I bring it up to these, let's just keep trying ideas. Then I can cut this, right? And this curve is kind of important now. But now I can parallel this line. I can connect these 2 points like this. I can join them. And I can subtract the extra anchor points. That being said, I can place this here like that. And then now I have an ending point for these stripe lines. I think it's too oblique. So I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to bring it back. It's got to be more in line with this line and this line, so to speak. And I kind of just want it to be at a deeper level. Like this. And then I want this to be brought down to it. This definitely has to be higher. I'm going to bring this down in here like this. Can I bring the vertice down so the line meets at the point? These are just smart ways of thinking when it comes to adjusting your line work. Now we're trying to create some sort of like rear view panel. And honestly, chat, I think that this is too high. I'm going to lock this. I'm going to bring this down like this. It's still too high for me to have to be happy with that. And I would bring this down even farther and bring it just over the fender. Just when I'm looking at these lines, I think they're too high. Like that. This is also too high. The perspective of the vehicle is this. Like, look how structured that looks. Like, this is amazing. Like, honestly, if I was thinking about it and I was building a 3D wireframe, you can see that these lines are almost structured in the same way. Why don't we just add a little bit of an arch here? Like this. And then we'll kill this. We don't need the extended anchor points back. We got cheat codes by Nitro Fun on Monster Cat Music. I'm SaintsxFaith. I'm showing you how to design a Dodge Daytona. It's a t-shirt design. I'm doing it for a friend. I wanted to share this stream with you so that maybe you could have a better idea of what doing vector points are when it comes to a photo trace. It's got to be amazing, right? Thank you so much for checking out the VOD. If you had a minute just to see what this creative field is all about, I'm here for you like you're here for me. It's one of my favorite songs on the Monster Camp playlist. Right now, I'm going to wish you all a happy Monday. We're all back to work. And I hope you're having an amazing time. I hope your Tuesday is set to be just as fun. And that you get all you need to do done. And the way you need to do it. Wishing you the best as always. The stream's not over yet. We just hit a banger on the playlist, baby. Absolute banger. Let's go. Shout out to the community on YouTube. Looking long time for a great VOD on y'all tonight. Just got up with my vertical stream, so I hope it's amazing. Two viewers chat. We got people checking it out. Thank you so much for checking in with SaintsxFaith. If you're here to learn, I'm here to help. I've been doing this for 9 years. More than 9 years if you include how long I was in school for. But learning these tools was an absolute challenge, bro. Swear. It took so much effort. Like, all night, I'm in the lab at school learning how to use the pen tool. It was insane. Absolutely insane. It's like staying up 2.5 days in a row without sleeping. That's how bad it was, just to get through curriculum. It was chaos. I would cost a lot of money, cost a lot of effort. I was just looking at my face in the stream chat. I think it was a little bit too big. Forgive me. It's my first time streaming on YouTube. It's my first time. So, if I'm putting myself out there for you, it's just to try and make sure maybe you have a good time. All right, she looking thick. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? The wheel looks all right. It looks like it's a little bit hinged to the right, though. A little bit. But it's almost like, I don't know. Almost like I don't want to touch it for now. And that's fine, chat. Literally, if you're going to create something in Illustrator, it's going to take you hours. It's going to take you days. If you really want it to be an amazing job, take a break. Come back 2 days later. And like, don't force yourself to work too hard. You'll come back. Like, this is my second day working on this one, and you might just feel 10 times better, 10 times more confident. That looks good. I'm going to bring this line down. Make it match. A little bit lower. Constantly chasing that aesthetic for negative space on this one, man. Or woman. Or however you do you. Something like that. I don't know how much I'll be carrying on this trend line, this little thing here, but it's definitely something to stay active with. Like, honestly, I'm even letting you know that this stuff is all just ideas. Trying out something. Because we're pretty much at the tire tread point where we can create a new arc out of it. Like this. And then just have this line carry down to here. There we go. We've just segmented another section in line work where we can move on. Where we can just let it rest and not worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, this all looks cool. This structure is fine, but this badass. This is a little overkill, I think, in here. Like, I might get down in there and simplify a bit, but this is getting there. I'm wondering if there's a doc on OBS for me to post the YouTube chat, because I definitely don't have it visual. But if you're out there and you're chatting for me, I'm super thankful. So yeah, we got some loose lines here. I'm gonna dig a little deeper. Try and find some more. Anyways, looks awesome. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of work. That's probably like, how many hours of work have I put into this so far? Maybe like 7, 8 hours, but it's really coming along, honestly. Let's get this line appropriated at its particular angle that it should be. Something like that. This just looks a little bit wonky for me, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to bring the arch over this way. Over. Oh, there's an anchor point there. Perfect. Over this way. Amazing. This needs to come down a little bit. Just to match the negative space is what I was trying to say. We've got Power by Nitro Fun. It's Monster Cat music. I love it. I love Monster Cat music. It's amazing. It's like $10 a month. I can put it on any of my streams. Love it. I'm definitely going to have to get in here in the bottom and clean that up, but I like it as it is, so I'm like afraid to touch that, honestly. I gotta find some way to really turn this thing up, bro. It's just like a hockey stick or a putter coming down in there. She looking greasy, chat. She looking like the apple of my eye, maybe? Just kidding. What? Yeah. Okay. This is all good. I'm going to save this, chat. That's a long time. My hand's cramped a little bit. What can we do? I was thinking of just doing some fills. Like, just put some color in there and, like, get out of this whole magenta line scenario. So when I get to this point in the project, I usually save it for sure. So I'm going to save it. And then I create a duplicate. I'm going to go in here and grab my artboard. So it's actually up here in the Windows section. And I'm getting a tutorial for no reason. Thanks a lot, Illustrator. Don't really need it. And it's overriding over and over and over again, not letting me choose my artboards. Honestly, if you're using Illustrator by yourself, you'll probably only have to click window once and then be able to literally select. Anyways, I'm going to actually press Shift-O instead. It's the hotkey, and then we're going to pull this down to here. Any hidden or locked objects will not be moved. I'll hit cancel. Control-Z, because I need to make sure my layers are cleared. Unlock. Everything's fine. Now I can duplicate the artboard like this. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a lot here for sure. What I was going to do is just choose a block color and put it in the background. What color do we want it to be? It honestly doesn't matter. We could go with green. Move it down to the bottom layer like this. And then I think... I'm not sure if the Pathfinder is going to work or not, but we're going to try it anyways. We're just going to jump into it. And now we can... Oh, it did not work. Okay. That's because the lines aren't perfect. So I'm just going to go in here, go Object, Path, Outline Stroke. Okay. Now I've got an outline of it. Will it work is my major question. I'm wondering about this back tire tread section, if it's going to work or not. I might have to go clean it up. But I'm going to put the green in there like that. I'm going to use my Pathfinder, and I'm going to divide. Now I've got a green car. That's perfect. These are the lines I was dreading. I can get in here and clean them up. I have to right now. It's the worst. I don't want to delete any green. I don't know if I can. That's the... I know that I can do this. It's just that I have to do it correctly. And it seems like I'm not ready to create the second artboard. I have to go into this layer scheme and I have to fix it. So what I'm going to do then, this is the frame. Oh, simple. I hide this major layer. I go like this with the 2 remaining layers. I go object, path, outline stroke, and then now I use my pathfinder like this and divide. Now I can go in here and delete everything perfectly. That was amazing. I knew I could do it. I just didn't want to. It was too much. Way too much. Okay. And we're looking in here since the Pathfinder. We have the visual shapes, but they're all broken into shards. Like these little broken. This is an invisible white. And I need to merge them all to clean them up. Like this. Merge. Select this one again. Merge. Let's check to see. Do I have any more anomalies? This is an anomaly for sure, and it has to go. We're removing that. Now what? Bring the layers up. Bring them back. Does it not look perfect? I think it's perfect now. Beautiful. So that one section did have to get brought back, or at least outlined in the worst way is what I really wanted to say, because when you create something with all of the outlines, you don't want to sacrifice their integrity. And that was the section of me having to sacrifice their integrity. So actually, you know what I should do, chat? I'm just going to take this as my second copy. I'm going to copy it. Actually, make sure everything's unlocked, and I'm going to copy it again. Just because I'd rather have the old version with the integrity of the lines, just in case I have to go back and fix them. So I've copied this, right? I'm going to press Control-Z. I'm going to bring everything back. Just go all the way back. Honestly. Now these are all lines. Perfect. I'm going to go in here and choose my artboards. It's a really good tip. Artboards are here. Create a secondary one. I have this image that's resting on it. I actually masked it, so I have to press... Damn. The layers ain't working, bruh. Just like that. Move it there. Now I can double-click on my artboard and then paste. Paste the work. See these lines? They're not strokes anymore. They're outlined. But I copied it and pasted it into place. So now I've still got my integral part back here if I need to make changes. And I've got my outline section here. So I'll select this, go object, path, outline stroke, and then I'll bring that green square back. Oh, excuse me. Illustrator brings up that box every once in a while to try and create the shape that you want. Instead of pulling it out like a rectangle, it's asking you if it can create a custom shape. Anyways, we chose blue this time. It looks a little more exciting. Has a little better contrast than the green does. We'll select them all and we'll go to Pathfinder. Window, Pathfinder, and then we'll hit divide. There we go. Now we have a blue fill. This is kind of odd. Looks all right. Like, and then I can go in here. Say I want to just do some alternating colors so I can like start developing like, you know, a different idiom of like whatever structure is. Let's choose something. Let's go with the green, and then we'll choose every second one to have green. Looks good. Looks good. This line didn't get pulled down, but these could be made black. Honestly, it could be made into tire color. Sometimes coloring class is literally like what you need to do. As simple as it sounds and as basic as it can be when it comes to filling, just get started. Your colors are going to change over time, and things are going to matter in different ways as you go along. I'm going to make this a light gray. Honestly, what we're going to need to do is somehow get this out of the box of being a plain shape. It's a plain shape right now. And we need to do something to it. We need to add textures or some kind of function or focus. I'm thinking here, I have to go back, chat. As suspicious as that is, we'll put it here. Everything's still an outline. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to merge all my lines. Perfect. Now they're all one shape. Now it's literally one shape. Perfect. I'm going to make it black because we're done with pink. Honestly, done with pink. And now let's bring that blue. Takes a couple tries, but honestly, it's worth it. Get the blue happening. Bring it to bottom layer. Again, the Illustrator pops this window up trying to tell me what I want to create. It's like, I'll make it for you. Just tell me it. Every time that ever comes up, I've always hit, sorry, Illustrator. I don't know what you want from me, bro. Much better. Now we can divide appropriately. Boom. Boom. Blue car. Tinted window. Black as fuck. What was the header looking like? This thing was literally purple, I swear. Perp. Exactly. One of these was black. Take the white line out. I don't know. That's not going to work. These, for some reason, these two shapes are connected to each other. I don't know how they did. Can I pull this out? And then, oh no, I can't. I need those there. It's tough times. Okay, so instead, let's take the outline off, and then we'll make it like a dark gray black, because I think that's what it looked like. Something like that. Perfect. This is the hole in the scoop, so this will be black. Chat, I just want to say, we got another song by Coven on the list. It's called Breathing Me In. Coven is one of my favorite artists on Monster Cat music, so always hear me give him a shout out. Who cares? These vapors look like flames to me. I'm going to make them red. Is the shape right, though? Not quite. So what are we going to do, chat? We have this anomaly of color fill happening right here. So it's obviously happening right there. I'm literally just going to create a rectangle like this. I'm going to make it black. I'm going to remove the outline. And I'm going to merge these shapes together like this. I'm going to take this and this, and I'm going to divide them. And then I'm going to take these two and merge them. Oh, didn't want to merge those two. Wanted to merge these three. Like this. Oh, no. Okay, so I need... Oh, wait. Is that going to work? Let's just make this yellow and see if it worked. Sometimes the magic... Yeah, the magic happened. Let's go. Magic happened. Perfect. Okay, we're back to blue here. These are the grits. We want the grits to be shown. We're setting contrast here is what we're doing. These are going to be black. Pull those down like that. It may be black. It may be dark gray in the end. These were orange. Bring them down to yellow. There it is. Orange. I'm trying to decide if like these backings are meant to be black or not. We'll see. So we've got a red highlight, right? Let's continue with the red. Trying to see some red shapes to start setting the value of the vehicle. She looking sweet, man. This has got to be this color as well because it's the scoop. We need a negative line here. Breaking the black on black is what we're going to need eventually. I'm going to change this and not make it 100% black. Let's lighten it up with a little bit of gray. Not too much, but just so that we know that the line's different. Illustrator's starting to lag out a bit. That's okay. All right. This line, as you can see, it's almost done. Guys, when you have to go back, I don't want to go back. I'm just going to leave it for now. We're just going to carry through with color just for the sake of the stream. Cancel. Still trying to hit spacebar. Okay, honestly, chat, this is a very that's honestly why, though. Okay, I'm trying to explain why I always keep the integrity version, why I duplicate this one over before I start coloring. Literally, look, you see these sections? I didn't even think. I was just, like, getting tired of creating lines. So it's like, oh, I got to try something new. So whenever you've developed your frame for your design, keep it. These are all stroke lines. They can all be edited no matter what. A million billion % if you want to do extended means of design where you're going to spend up to like 16 to 20 hours on something, keep the frame. Always keep the frame. Never give up on the frame. Maintain the frame. You're going to need it, bro. I guarantee you're going to need it. Choose these. Get some red. More red, baby. Just kind of work with it. All of that. All that good. I didn't really want this to wrap all the way around there. But it did anyway. Maybe it's this one. She's sweet. Boom. Okay, let's get these tires black. Might as well. It's just going to help us develop, right? Okay, chat. Honestly, what happens to me when I get to this stage as well is the software starts to fail. Adobe Illustrator, as powerful as it can be, it doesn't matter how expensive your computer is. It's got problems. So we're here. We're going to save this. We're going to create a new file. It doesn't matter what size it is. We're going to hit create. And then we're going to paste. There we go. Now we've got a new file that's open. This file's saved, so we can come back to it at any time. It's got the photo. The photo's probably lagging it out the most. So we're just going to exit. There we go. We've got this here. We'll just extend the size of our artboard like this. And now we're dealing with just the structure that we're trying to conceptualize with. It's awesome. Honestly, and if I wanted to, just start adding gradients. Like, do I need to stick with color? One color? No, I don't. I can start working with, like, conception. Light. Where's the light going to hit the vehicle? Where's it stemming from? You know what I mean? So we'll go here and we'll just add the blue. It's this. 100% cyan. Do the same thing here. And now we're starting to develop conception. Here we go. I don't know if this is really what I want. It seems a bit off. I think the black is supposed to be in the middle. Let's do 100. Oh my gosh. Sorry, chat. I hit my hotkey there. I used the numpad and hit my... Yeah. Anyways, let's do the cyan here. 100. And then this is that... should be 100 cyan, please. Take this. K is cranked. That's why. It's just that the gradient should not just be 2 points. Maybe if I switch it around. Maybe if I put the black on the outside like this. Blue in the middle. Choose this. Go back to black. Try again. Control Z. Did not mean to shift it. Maybe do radial. Radial's not happening. Can we switch it? Radial's definitely not happening, bro. I think it looks good like that, though. And then I would just do the same here. And we just hit the hotkey again to add gradient. What if we go radial and just, like, stem from the middle? Like that. And then this... I would almost even just do a linear gradient of black and white. Who cares? Literally have to start like thinking of where this t-shirt's gonna go. We're obviously not gonna be getting into like screen printing where it's single tone, I guess. Well, we could go in that direction. We'll have to see. These need to be made a little different. I need to add circles to them. Take the white off. Select them all. Make sure they're in a nice ordinate line like this. Like that. I think that's honestly enough for one. Down here like that. Perfect. And we want to make these like a super light white or gray. Something subtle. Like that. Looks amazing. I can group these now as well and bring them into the other light sections. There we go. We've got one. We've got two. We've got three. Even if it's not insanely perfect, chat, still looks badass. Let's get into gradients again. Just because I'm tired. I'm tired of just using plain color. I do kind of want to, like, use the outlines a little bit more, make them thicker or something. She looking pretty badass, man. Oops. I don't know what just happened. I hit some sort of button on my keyboard. Boom. Oh, it failed twice, bro. It's failing so bad. I just, like, 3 times I hit the same hotkey. Anyways, let's choose this. It looks like it's just auto-defaulting my gradient to be black and blue. I don't know why. Let's get gray in there. I really don't like this CMYK option. I have to switch to RGB. Oh, God. It's not that. It's... Oh, my goodness. My color wheel is such trash inside gradient. Where is the pie? I don't want to see the bars, bro. I don't want to deal with these bars in here. I literally want... Why? Illustrator, you make choosing gradients painful. 1 at a time even. And then it's making me bar. I don't like how it's making me... There's my grayscale at least. It's brutal. It's literally the most brutal. Now finally the tire fills in color. Oh my god. I'm going to choose this, and this. I'm going to see if I can set the gradient to be... Oh yeah, it's too far apart. Okay. I can do radial here, though. I can do radial. It needs to be in ellipse. Oh, my goodness. Every hotkey that I'm hitting here trying to manage this gradient is just destroying it. More like this. I mean, that looks a lot better. Gradient. Please work, Illustrator, with hotkeys. I'm asking you so nicely. It's really just like poop the bed when I tried to ask it to do gradients, and it really should not have. When it poops the bed and it's not your bad. I'm sorry. Back to hotkey and gradient. We're doing radial on the tires like this. Oh my goodness. G, V, it won't let me adjust. G, please show me the guide for the gradient. It's not. I'll go over here. Oh my god. I wish. See how I'm applying the tool and it's not displaying it? That's the frustrating part for me, chat. It's bad news bears. And then, honestly, it just deleted my changes. It's getting way too overwhelmed. Oh, well. Okay. So I was just thinking, for the panels, I just want them to be cyan for now. And then if I want to put black overlay multiply on them, then I should. So, let's do that. Let's press F6. We'll get into our colors. And this needs to show more show options. Thank you. We're going to go 100% cyan again where we started from. Oh, we didn't even get cyan. Okay, that's fine. And then what I was thinking is I would just create this, duplicate it, and then like set it to black. What's going on? Like, if I set it to black, chat, it should not be pushing a gradient. So let's do that. And then what? Turn the opacity down? Come on, bro. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. Nothing should be like completely black. Let's reduce this opacity. And then we'll do this. We'll copy and then we'll paste. And then we'll make it 100% cyan by going into color. Because I guarantee you it's going to be asking me for a gradient. And it's not what I want right now. There we go. Looks good. Let's just work with blue. Bring that in. Reduce the darkness. Maybe just go analogous colors, guys. You know what I mean? And then, like, these reds could be made so much darker. Here to here. That's pink. Darkness. We want it to be more red than pink. So the yellow and the magenta need to be maxed like that. Go down to here like that. That looks good. I know colors kind of seem like a little bit too bright and shiny, and like you might feel like a kid in a coloring book when you first pick them up, but don't go there. Just relax, yo. Relax and like try ideas until you're comfortable with what you're looking at. Because honestly, this vehicle is, it's black. It's not blue. I don't think red's where we want to go, chat. So we're going to go here with the blue. And we're just going to add the darkness like that. That looks amazing to me. Do it again. Do it again. Or even just like leave a break like that. Skip this. Do the line here like that. Do this. Keep it dark. If we can set some structure here in the way that the color's set, then we can start working it. Thanks for the ad. She momming. I don't want to reiterate the placement of my gradient wheel every time. Thank you. I do this. Add a little more black. Pull it out like that. She looks greasy. This just needs to be a lot darker, everybody. So we're going to choose this. It's just a plain blue. Let's go to our color. We'll max it, and we'll just make it dark. This yellow can't be a thing. I need my midtones for sure. This will be a dark. This will be a mid. We can go with analogous color structure. I'm vibing with it. Badass. I want this window just coated. The highlights, bro. Chan, we are listening to By My Side by Paper Skies featuring Micah on Monster Cat Music. I think this might want to be our highlight here, chat. This might want to be our highlight line. Let's just keep playing with colors until we get a good structure. Got a lot more opportunity. For color diversification here. If we stick with an analogous structure, we'll be good. So chat, we got a lot more color involved and it looks 10 times more amazing. The number one reason why it looks as brilliant as it does is literally because I didn't give up. The colors we started with, or that I started with, were absolute dog water, and then I just started working color theory over time. So at this point in the game, we've used a lot of dark, and the lines are all filled with black. So I'm just wondering here if we can select the lines and make a change. We can. It's grayed out. Just keep working with it. What happened here is I selected the color and then it defaulted. Illustrator's failing right when I want to change the color of this shape in particular because it is very complex. But the problem what's happening is you don't see what Illustrator's doing. So I'm going to try again and show you, chat. I want to make it red, just as an example, okay? I'm going to press OK, and then it grays. So once it grays, you have to check your color menu here, and you can see it's set for K value. It means you need to go into here and change it to RGB or CMYK, depending on what your export feature is. If your Illustrator does that and fails, then that's what you have to do. All right, let's just take a look here. What can I... Oh, this purple, this looks mob, dude. Purple trim, amigos. Looks badass. What are we going to do with this vehicle, though? I don't think this purple is, like, good enough. It's great, but it needs to be, like... You need to be able to see it, chat. Little bit more. And then you can, like, bring in the purple as an element color if you want. Like this. And maybe, like, make these, like, in that same shade. We'll just keep staying creative and, like, I don't know. Maybe not so much the purple. If it was, like, super dark. So, well, maybe we'll just make these white, bro. Lit. For sure. But now, chat, we need, like, a background color. Or something in the background to, like... You know what I mean? Give it... And there it goes again. Every single time, chat. I don't know why... Should we honor it? So, okay, we're going to make something 15 inches by 8 inches. And I hit my hotkey again. Sorry about the num key on chat. Or on Twitch. I hit it. There's the box. For some reason... Illustrator needs some AP interface of, like, creating rectangles. Honestly, I was thinking of maybe doing just, like, an Empire Sun in the background of this. So it has to be dark, but it can't be brown. Darkest reds are the first thing to disappear in the sunlight. I mean, that looks great. Except for this doesn't have anything in it. So... Now we need to, like... Okay, we need a Western Sun. It's a Dodge Daytona, so it's definitely not like an Asian make or anything like that. It's a North American make vehicle. So, I was going to do just simple. Honestly, this was my idea for the background. I don't know why. Just something to create out of it, right? And then I was going to take this rectangle and use the blend tool. So we'll go here. And I was going to make this thinner like this. Like that. We can do a western horizon sun is the thing I was going to do. So from here to here, we go object, blend options. And we want specified steps. And say we want to do like 6. I'll go okay. And then we'll go object, blend, make. And then we can pull this box down a bit. Like this. And then we have that horizon sun effect. Okay. And then we'll go here. We have it what we need. We'll go object expand. Just like that. And then we have the shapes. And now we can take the sun. We'll change the color just for contrast. Go to here. This thing is so laggy, bro. Super unhappy with the way it's responding. And I don't like how if I put my mouse here, I get 5 different options. Like it's asking me to rotate, make bigger, and fill with a spray can. So I can't click it. I'm upset. Honestly, like I work with a bad computer. So I know what a bad computer is. And honestly, like I should not be dealing with like every single time, chat. Every single time I try and go there, it's giving me 6 options. Okay. Let's use our Pathfinder here. We can use one of these steps that will break it down. Perfect. Like to me, that just looks amazing, bro. So what am I going to do? My artboard's way too small. I'm going to make it bigger here. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to use my align. I'm going to fill out the negative space in the background. I don't want to duplicate the shape. But Illustrator will ask me every single time if I want to duplicate the shape. Again, we're getting 4 tools on that bounding box. And it's... Dude, it should not be a thing. The thing about this is a t-shirt graphic is that we need to kind of isolate it. So it's going to be like printed on a material and then applied. Okay. Let's take a look here and see if I can bond these. I made this little skirt stash like the other day just for fun because I really like the idea of smoke being like a comical expression of it taking off. Okay, so let's move the smoke skirt over here. And then I just need to get in here and add some points. This is the first time in the stream that I've gone full screen. So I've gone full designer here. I'm using Illustrator on the screen without any tools in the background. I've done this a lot for projects when I really need to focus. Like as you can see, like I'm getting right down into the shapes and the vectors and their proximity. I need to do that. If I don't go full screen when I do this, then I won't be able to focus at the same value. So you do have a hotkey on your keyboard for that. And I highly recommend creating in this screen mode. It's worth it. Try again. There we go. So we've got these shapes overlapping. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to merge them with the Pathfinder. There we go. Now let's bring up the Pathfinder, merge. And now I have a section on the inside I can recreate. Did it work? No, it didn't. There we go. Section on the inside. Perfect. Get rid of the outline. Just like that. And now we're going to create some sort of road. We're going to create it as if he's on the crest of a hill. And he's just coming down over it. Like this. We've got Do It by Rootkit for the next audio track for y'all to enjoy. Let's make so the tires are all touching. Chat, I just realized the time. I didn't comprehend that I was going to be up this late working on this project. I don't know what this is. How did the grill get up here? Anybody know how the grill got up here? Do we still have a grill piece down here? No, we don't. Frick. Oh, wait. This is it here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So that around it. Okay, chat. I just realized the time. I do have to go. We did get pretty far, though. If you were watching from the beginning of the VOD, we started from a very broken performance module to skewed tires to unstructured door panels and no color at all, and we've gone into this, chat. I'm going to add an outline to this. There was an outline on it before, but it's gone now because Illustrator tends to not include everything that you want it to. There we go. I'm going to add, actually, that's 15. I'm going to go up to 60 point. I don't need that much. I'm going to go up to like 40. I still don't even need that much. Should I do like 30? 35? And chat, let's just take a look. I'm going to hit view trim. We're going to take a look at our vector. It's not perfect, but it has come a long way. These black lines do need to be made white. No joke. They don't match the rest. I'm just going to do that really quick. I just think that the white line is really good right now because it's very eclectic against all the dark blues. That's not going to work for those. Those have to stay black for now. Awesome, chat. Like, tell me you're awesome at creating like a digital render of a car without telling me you're awesome. I want to get in here. I want to change the weight of a lot of these lines, but I also want to keep them, so I'm not sure. This is one of the hum and haw points in the project where I am just going to come back to it later. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream, or if you've had time to check out the VOD, I'm super pleased that you did. If you can hear my voice and I'm helping you out, I appreciate that. I'm logging off now, chat. Thank you so much.